Guys have done a great job, our team, on taking positive steps from practice one to today was practice nine, I believe. With the walkthroughs on the days in between, the lifting, the meeting schedule, we made really good progress in every position group. I think the group that has maybe made the biggest jump from day one to today is our running back room. And there's a lot of things that go into that. Play call, blocking up front, O-line tight ends, blocking on the perimeter with wide receivers. But right now there's probably four guys. If we were playing, they would actively be part of the game plan on finding ways to get them the ball. So that's exciting to see. A couple guys have got breakaway speed, which is good, and so we got to continue. We've talked to her a long time. We got to be able to run the ball, and that's such a huge emphasis on what we're trying to get done offensively. And we're making progress in that. I think on the other side, I think the growth of the linebackers in 9 days is really starting to stand out. We've got a long ways to go, but guys are taking the coaching points and then able to retain it, and then it shows up on film. So we had a lot of special teams work today, good on good crossover, about as real as you can get to a game in our punt versus punt return, kickoff return versus kickoff in condensed spaces. So that will continue to be a point of emphasis for us. And the challenge staff-wise, let's get everything in that we want to get work, get guys to cross-train, because you're going to turn around, spring ball is going to be over. So we were healthy coming out of the scrimmage, which was really good to see, thankfully, and we'll continue to make progress. We'll go Thursday and then Saturday, and then next week we've got Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we're trending in the right direction. Excited about what the coaching staff is doing. We're a stronger football team right now, more explosive football team than we really showed at any point last year, which is good to see. We're playing faster, playing more physical, and playing with more discipline. So all of those characteristics will continue to carry us to play winning football.
You feels like you just started, but now you're down to 6 practices. What do you need to accomplish here in the next 2 weeks?
Well, as I just mentioned, I think the thing continue to pour into the game plan. If we want to try some things out schematically, then now's the time to do it. Get it on. It may be ugly, but get it on tape, and let's be able to teach off of it in the off season. And then cross-training guys. So maybe moving a corner to safety, a boundary safety to field safety, or to nickel. See if they can do that inside up front. Are you always playing a shade? Can you play the 3, the 5, the 4? How are we playing those guys up front? And then the day-to-day fundamentals and the details of the position. If we can get where we're elite in those areas, this will be a really good football team.
Did you learn anything from the scrimmage Saturday? Anything worth passing along at all?
I thought we played on both sides. There were bright spots on both sides, but I thought overall we just played more consistently in the execution of the play call. And I think we, without question, we something that we struggled on last year, and there's lots of reasons for that. But the ability to play whistle to snap, and then snap to whistle, and those times in between, the ability to refocus and snap into the moment of the right here, right now. I thought our team did that for 3.5 hours on Saturday at a level that we can sure build off of.
The secondary, we're going to talk to Coach Clark. Just your impression of the secondary, some of the guys back there, the kid from Utah.
Yeah, Don Saunders makes plays every day, continues to show up, and he's learning our system, but also he's got game experience, he's got real live work. So it's starting to happen more natural for him, just because he's understanding and can relate after repetition. He gets it, and he's got good length, he's got really good speed and quickness, change of direction, and I'm excited about his continual work on what he's doing, and I think he can be a really good player for us.
Have any of the other portal defensive backs caught your eye? The kid from Michigan or the kid from Michigan State?
All of them have really man, I'm glad that we were able to get him because we got experience and some production and guys that have played. Slaughter's playing really well. Denson's playing really well. Tavari Hampton continues to do some good things, moving those guys around. Mr. Clark playing at the nickel spot, both the high safety spots, and he's a guy that really can play all five, the corner spots as well. So where's his best spot? And then the ability of Smiley Bradford's playing better than he did last year. So there's fun competition on what those guys are doing and the continual growth of that room on how important it is. I also learned years and years ago, the better pass rush we have, the better we're going to play on the back end. So we're focused on that, but also I think we've got some guys on the back end, coverage-wise, that we can do some things we weren't able to last year.
You think Kadari's a leader back there, Kadari Hines?
He is, yeah. Without question, he is starting to show a little more vocal leadership, and I think he feels like he's earned the right to do that, and he's in one of my leadership classes and continues to grow in that area and excited about his future.
Charles Clark, you gave him a new title, a promotion. What additional duties does he have now with that?
Well, there's a lot of things that Charles does. I think Charles is going to be a head coach if he chooses to go that path. He's got tremendous leadership skills. He's a great mentor. He finds how his players learn. Some guys learn through walkthrough, some guys video study, some guys have to draw it. He's a great teacher. And then he's helped us so much game planning structurally, but then also his ability to recruit, retain was as valuable as anybody in the offseason on trying to find a way to get that done.
How's Jesse Watson, his health?
He's doing good. He didn't practice in the scrimmage. He's got a foot sprain. I think we'll get him back next week, but man, he had shown up until he sprained his foot, he was having a really good spring.
What's the tight end spot look like beyond George? Who's your number 2 guy, you think?
Yeah, Luka would be in there, depending on if we're going 11, 21, 12, 13 personnel, kind of what that looks like. But Luka's had a good spring so far. Fox has transferred in and really was feeling it out early on. Practice 1, 2, 3, but the last 3 days is really making a push. He made some plays the other day. He's doing some things in the run game blocking, which we're excited about. And we'll play multiple tight ends. And, George continues to make good progress. And, always everybody says, well, can he stay healthy? We all understand that. And hopefully we can move past that narrative. Hopefully he'll continue. He's working so hard, such a wonderful young man. For a lot of reasons, for a team, but him personally, man, I want him to have a huge year. He's been through a lot.